Okay, so I was trying to do a live video on the website, and I guess I lost my internet connection or something, but it got cut off in the middle, towards the end, whatever. So I'm just going to record this and try to upload it in a little bit. Although I have to tell you, you guys missed all the fun and adventure as I tried to get a damn armadillo out of my garage that wandered in. Okay, so this was supposed to be kind of sort of an update. I don't know if any of the guys from the group on Nextdoor are going to see this or not. I do hope that you guys do. I hope that you're following either the channel or the website. But anyway, apparently I've been kicked off of Nextdoor. Don't know why, wasn't given a reason. Had somebody else go look. They said that they saw one of my posts, but when they clicked on my profile, it came up saying not there or something. So I don't know what's going on. Part of me doesn't care. Here's the backstory for the rest of y'all. Anybody who doesn't know, there's this neat little app. It's called Nextdoor. You can download it just about anywhere. Although at this point in time, it's going to be pretty useless. It's an app that you're supposed to be able to keep in touch with and organize with your community and things that are going on. Your neighborhood, a few of the neighborhoods that are right around you, possibly your county, so on and so forth. Well, we were in a private group for patriots in the local county, and we were talking about some of the stuff that was coming up. Like here we have last Sunday, there's a law that's been enacted for open carry, but you have to have your carry concealed permit already. You also have to have another, I think it's 8 to 16 hours of additional training on top of that in order to open carry, although I'm not really sure how they do that unless they put a sticker on your concealed carry. You know, that's just one of the things that we talk about and discuss and things like that, local to our community. You know, talk about some of the stuff going on in the school district. I don't know quite as much as some of the others because my kids are older, as you guys have known or heard, and they're living farther up north. So, you hear the owls? There's at least 2 of them. But we had our own little group because we didn't really want a bunch of fighting with people on didn't agree or whatnot, or couldn't have a civil discussion with disagreeing. That group had been taken down 2 or 3 times, and we put another one together. Different people would do it. Well, over the last week or so, the conversation started turning towards people were disappearing, both from the group, but also their profiles on the app were disappearing. So I guess this evening was my turn. Like I said, I went to get on there, so on and so forth. No justification, no reasoning. Didn't even tell me that I was no longer on there, just told me doesn't work. Couldn't load it. That's the background, that's the app. Anyway, but the reason I started doing the video as an update was because we were in the process of discussing and having a Zoom meeting, and we were looking at doing it Friday. I was getting on there because I told them I was going to post the time by tonight so that everybody would be able to come who wanted to participate, so on and so forth. And we were going to have a discussion. It was going to be recorded, either released as a video or the audio released as the podcast or part of the podcast. And the people in the group knew. This was like the second, third, maybe 4th time we had talked about doing it. We were putting more action behind it this time around. I don't know, maybe that's one of the reasons why I got booted. Because it was going to be for my podcast and platform. We were using Zoom so that people could use aliases and either photos or avatars or whatever if they wanted to remain anonymous. that was up to them, so on. And the people who were, I had 2 people who wanted Friday, I had 1 person who wanted Thursday, and another person who said they could do either Thursday or Friday because their college classes hadn't started yet. And wouldn't normally try for a Friday. Most people like to go out after work, but more people were looking towards Friday, so I was like, all right, we'll do it Friday. Let me think about a time. You guys let me know when you're home and what's a good time. Da, 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 da. So when I went to go and post the time after giving everybody a chance to respond, that's when I found out I couldn't get on. And that's kind of what this video's about, or what it started out being about. And so, for those of you that are following, I have to figure out how I'm going to post the link or get the link to you guys. Supposedly, there's a group on Telegram. Somebody messaged me either last night or this morning and asked if I had gotten the invite to most of the people in our group moving to Telegram. I was like, no, I'm not on Telegram. But I might be able to post it in the blog section of the website. I'm not entirely sure if that'll work. I'll post it to, God, I'm tired. It's been a long ass day. I'll post it to Twitter. That's what I'm trying to think of. And I'm going to try and post it on LinkedIn as well, although I don't think anybody's following me on LinkedIn. I don't really advertise that one quite as much. Usually it's Instagram and Twitter. Figures. But, so yeah, I'll try to go in there and get that set up sometime tomorrow and post it to those places. I am asking that if one of the guys from the group, which I'm really, really hoping, sees this video, that they can, and they see the link, they can get that link to the guys on Telegram who want to join. That way we can actually have our conversations. Okay, more update for any of you guys who were following on Nextdoor. So, finally got an appointment with the VA, and that was earlier today. Went and saw my primary care. Apparently they didn't think that dissolving tissue was an emergency situation. They refused to pay for emergency room, didn't want me to go to the VA emergency room. They wanted me to wait approximately 24 hours, a little bit more than 24 hours, and go see my primary. Well, that went exactly as I thought it was going to. He didn't care and just brushed it off. No antibiotics. He even sat there and looked at me. He goes, well, what makes you think it might be some kind of a bite? I was like, well, so on and so forth. And he's like, no, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. I think the only reason why he didn't try to accuse me of my 4 or 5 year old dragon tattoo on the back of my leg below it as being the source of an infection is because I actually had somebody else in the room with me. It's the first time I've had him not give me a diagnosis related to tattoos or body piercings. That's a whole nother story. I'm not going to get involved in that right now. But yeah, he really wasn't worried. He brushed it off. Even after I showed him the photos. He's like, well, it's looking better than it did from the photo you showed me of yesterday. Which, yeah, I agree that the other photos you showed me, it was steadily getting worse. But right now it looks better, and it's actually scabbed over. It's not pussing or oozing, even though it looked really nasty in the last photo that I showed him. So yeah, he brushed it off. His best suggestion was, yeah, you can put Vaseline on it if you want to. The hell's that gonna do? It's not a burn. So he was also asked about triple antibiotic ointment or something like that. His response was, I don't think it's going to do any good, but I don't think it's going to hurt it any either. I guess you could. For those of you fools out there who think that socialized healthcare is the way to go, and that socialized healthcare is going to give you equity, I don't know about equity. Well, no, it is going to give you equity. You're right. It'll give you equity. Because everybody's going to be equal while they're dying on a waiting list. And the VA has just been the test run for it for the last 45, 50, 60 years. If you haven't been paying attention to the news stories talking about the VA and the way they've treated the veterans, which a shit ton of us are being ignored now, completely ignored now. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I said it in a previous video. Before this pandemic started, we were at 22 a day. That was our average. Some days were less, some days were more. The average was 22 veterans committing suicide a day. That number skyrocketed during lockdowns. I don't even know what it's like now, but I'm pretty sure it went up again with Afghanistan. Hell, I struggled with Afghanistan for a while. Go check a couple videos back. I'm not going to get into that. Go look at those videos. Sorry, I'm in pain. Anyway, so yeah, there's that. There's your socialized medicine. Ask those of us without insurance who went and fought for the country and are stuck in it. I'm trying to think, because I had 3 segments or 3 topics in the last video. Of course, I'm not sure I got into the 3rd one before it got cut off. But there was actually 4, and I couldn't remember the 4th one. But then I did remember the 4th one, and now I don't necessarily. Topic 3. Okay. As far as the shop goes, there's a link. Hopefully it's supposed to auto load into this video. Hopefully it does that. We'll see. But the 3 or 4 videos below this do have the link. There's a shop. You can get gear that has my logo on it for the platform. It's video, blog, podcast. Sorry, I'm fried. Yeah, there's gear there. There's travel mugs, coffee mugs, face mask, t-shirts, hoodies, tank tops, blah, blah, blah. That kind of stuff is there. About average priced, I think. I might actually try to pull the price down a little bit. They say that I can adjust the price as long as they get their overhead. So I might try to bring it down a little bit. But for those of you that are interested, or those of you who have given me ideas for materials that you would like for me to work on or create, I'm working on it. When I got back from the doc today, I've been working on putting together some graphic art and some graphics and stuff like that I have plans on moving over. Once I get them the way that I want them, they're going to be moved over to t-shirts. Probably a couple of mugs too. I've got some ideas for some masks, but I'm not working on those yet. What I'm kind of sort of working on, and this may actually be one of the reasons why I got booted, because somebody asked me about it on Nextdoor, was they asked me about the mask that I had in the photo, and I told them 912 United. It's Graham Allen's shop is where I got that mask. They were gonna go look at it. They wanted it. That's why they were asking about it or whatnot. And I told them that I do have masks. I have one mask with the logo on my site. I hadn't done it yet, but I was working on other material. They wanted to know what it was. And so what I've been working on today is I'm putting together a set of items for September 11th. Why are you working on September 11th? You're just slightly less than a month away. Well, here's the reason why. Number one, September 11th really does need to be commemorated, remembered, and so on. But here's the other thing. It's not just 9/11/2001, okay? Where the Twin Towers fell, the Pentagon was attacked, the fourth plane was brought down in the Pennsylvania field. It's not just that. September 11th, 2012 is when Benghazi happened. And it seems like outside of the veteran community, a lot of people have forgotten about Benghazi. And that's wrong. 3 soldiers and our ambassador lost their life. They lost their life because people were asleep at the wheel. That's how I'm going to phrase it. People were asleep at the wheel. Now, there's a lot of conspiracies going around. I actually saw one either yesterday or the day before. And when I read through it, I was like, okay, this totally sounds like garbage. So there's some conspiracies going around as to why people were supposedly asleep at the wheel or unreachable. I don't know. I don't care. What I care about is the fact that our embassy was under attack. The calls for help were being ignored. Government contractors were, I don't know, about an hour away. And they loaded up and came to the rescue anyhow. They were told 2 or 3 times to stand down, and they went anyway. You guys can check out the movie 13 Hours. It's a movie based off of the story for those who made it out alive. It took me a while to sit down and watch it, I'll be honest. It took me a little while to sit down and watch it, but I did like it. I actually want to get my hands on the book and read it. The book is supposed to be better. But there you go. That'll help a little bit more with refreshing your memory if you go watch the movie 13 Hours. And the reason I say that is because a lot of people aren't going to take the time to read a book. Which I believe the book was written by one of the guys there. If I remember correctly. I think. Anyway. So yeah, go check out the movie if you need a refresher. But yeah, that's what I've been working on today. Just so that you guys know, no, there's nothing up on the website yet. There's nothing up in the shop yet. I'm working on graphics right now, and I haven't even started fooling around on the store site as far as making it available or even pre-order or anything. Once I get the and there's going to be more than one. My plan right now is to have at least a t-shirt for 9/11 2001. I want a t-shirt for Benghazi September 11th 2012, but I also want to have another one that's available that is both of them. I would also like to be able to have at least one mask available. I can't really figure out a good design for the mask, so even though I would like to do a mask, I honestly don't know that it's going to happen. I will remind you guys that the, I don't know, screen printer, whatever that I'm going through, there has to be a minimum of 10 items ordered before that ships out, which means it would have to be 10 items of a certain shirt. Sizes supposedly don't matter. 10 items of the coffee mug, and then it goes out. And see, that's one of the other reasons why I'm trying to get them up now, so that maybe, hopefully, people can order them and get them before September 11th, and they can have them so they can wear them or carry them on that day in reverence and memory. That's my plan. I actually thought I would have something put together and on the site by tonight. That didn't happen. Putting the graphics together wasn't as easy as I had hoped it was going to be. When it came to putting up the logo gear, I already had the logo put together for a couple of months. All I had to do was slap it on some clothing, tell them how I wanted it. But it took me a while to put that logo together. I think I worked on it for about a week before I got it the way I wanted it. Which I may actually have to go back to that graphics program. I'm using a cheap one on my laptop that came with it. And I kind of, when I look back at my logo itself, I was like, I couldn't have built this using the program on a laptop. So I'm probably gonna have to go back to that program and do and monkey with some stuff. All right, so that's the 3 topics. 3 out of the 4 topics I was trying to get to on the other video, which this one's already longer. I think the other one was only about 15 minutes. But I also gave you more background information. Can't remember. I had what the 4th topic was going to be when the phone cut out. I can't think of what it was right now. I can think of quite a few other topics to talk to you guys about and tell you about, but that's not what this video is for. This is basically for kind of sort of an update. Also, the other thing that I wanted to say is, for those of you guys who are supporting me and you're supporting the platform as well as the channel, which I honestly don't know how much longer this channel is going to last. If I got kicked off of Nextdoor, I don't know, guys, because Nextdoor is supposed to be non-political. They're not supposed to take sides, and like I said, as far as being kicked off, as far as I know, I hadn't violated anything. I'm just gone, not even given an excuse. So But yeah, for those of you guys that are sticking it out with me, or you appreciate my thoughts and opinions, the little bit of facts that I'm able to give you that you might not find other places, thank you. I really appreciate it. I hope that you keep sticking with me. And yeah, as it stands right now, the store's not really what I want it to be. For it to be what I want it to be, I've got to get some overhead. I've got to get some income so that I can move to a better thing. One of the things that I want to do is I want to put that logo on the sleeve of every t-shirt or long sleeve shirt that goes out of there. Teespring doesn't do that. I can put something on the front, I can put something on the back, that's it. And even that area is limited. So I can't do like a full print design or a full material design. But I would like to, once there's, I guess I should say if enough of you guys support me and support this, I can actually use that and possibly negotiate a deal with another company who will do what I want them to do. And go from there. Unfortunately, as I did some digging, that takes money. There's overhead, probably a cost of a warehouse, people working in the warehouse to put stuff together and send it out as orders come in, so on and so on and so on. I was hoping not to go that route. I wish I could find somebody who would print up what I want printed up, so on and so forth, and then as orders come in, they do their thing and I can just stay out of it and come up with designs. But life isn't that way, I guess. It'll be all right. Maybe I'll get there, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll make $100 a year off of using Teespring, and that's it. It'll be all right either way. The important thing is, for those of you who like hearing or learning whenever I do have stuff to teach or inform, so on and so forth, as well as if you like the ideas that I come up with for clothing and you purchase it, even if I just turn around and say screw it and sell it to you at cost, as long as y'all are enjoying it, that's all that matters to me. There you go. I kind of sort of got into this because I felt like I had something to say. It grew beyond what the original platform could handle, so I moved platforms and it grew again for a little while, and then it got squashed. It got squashed twice, and I've had to rebuild just the following. And still in the process of rebuilding, but the YouTube channel has a lot more people than I think I've ever had. I don't know. Either way, moral of the story is none of this would happen if it wasn't for you guys and you guys sharing. So if you like it, and if you like it, give it however many reviews, give it positive reviews, mark it as thumbs up, thumbs down on YouTube, give it 4 or 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. I don't know how to rate it or grade it on Google Play or Spotify, Breaker, or what's the other one? Public something. Yeah, I don't know how to do rating or whatever on that. But if you guys know, give it a rating and give me a review. Even if it's a critique as, hey, you screwed up on this, maybe you could do better on that. I like critiques. As long as I don't feel like I'm attacked. Just kind of be like, hey, this says this, you're saying that, da, 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 da. That's cool, you know. I can be like, I can go look at your stuff and be like, might be wrong. Let's go talk about the fact that I might be wrong. In fact, if you go check out the last podcast, you will see that towards the end, I had I wrote it up as a pseudo correction. Kind of sort of a correction to make. If I'm wrong, I try to tell you. I'm not going to sit there and just be like, okay, that's your opinion. I don't give a care. I don't give a crap. That's not me. I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong and put that correction out there. I try to be honest. Nobody's 100% honest. Don't let them fool you. Oh, crap. This is over 30 minutes. All right, guys. It's after midnight. I finally got the damn armadillo out of here. So, and I got bugs that are flying in. So I'm going to get off of here. And I hope you guys have a good night, day, whatever, whenever you see this. Thank you again for your support. I appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube, website's free, man. And there's a lot more material at the site than there is on YouTube. Ooh, excuse me. Dang it. But take care of yourselves. Check on your veterans. Check on your active military. Hell, my oldest daughter texted me the other day just to see how I was doing and when she finally got caught up with the news. It was a little bit of a good conversation, but yeah. She knows I was deployed over there. She also knows that no, I was not in combat. I was not directly in Afghanistan or Iraq. Being aircraft maintenance, I was stationed in Qatar because it was almost equal distance from my pilots. And my pilots were flying close ground support for both Iraq and Afghanistan. But she also knows that there's some other bad memories attached to that time frame. Anyway, yeah, I got sidetracked again. Sorry. Till next time, you guys watch your six. Thanks for your support.